sold, with the remaining 15,000 tickets selling within 16 minutes of going on sale. The G1 Supercard will be the first professional wrestling event at Madison Square Garden by a promotion not owned by the McMahon family since November 14th, 1960. So it's a huge, significant deal when you think about that history, that legacy of the McMahon family, and of course, you know, the WWF that have been promoting there so many years. The Bruno Sammartino era, all those kind of big things when it was just one territory there. Finally, somebody else has come in. It is a bit of a surprise that it's Ring of Honor, but you know, I tell you what, my hat's off to them. They've been around for a long time, and I'm kind of pleased that they get this time and exposure. And they're one of the only promotions out there, Matt, I will say, that have been consistently decent. I mean, they've never seemed to, no matter how many stars they lose, you always think, how are they going to survive? You know, you think of the guys like AJ Styles that have been there, Samoa Joe, Cesaro, Seth Rollins, Daniel Bryan, and still they produce so many great talents. And you know, even though TNA comes along and we've got AEW now, they still manage to survive. We were saying the same things when TNA come along, like how will Ring of Honor cope? But they still did. So I'm really pleased they've got this. Matt, as far as the show goes, I mean, I am probably going to tune into this. I've got to be honest with you. I'm quite excited to see it. The fact that, you know, we've got some New Japan talent there, and they're going to do the whole, you know, super card of the G1 stuff sounds really good to me. Just to let everybody know some of the matches here. I don't want to go through every match, but we're going to have Zack Sabre Jr. He's going to be on the card against Hiroshi. Who's that? Tashinashi. And then we've got Marty Skirtle, Matt, who I know we're sort of both big fans. Matt Taven, Jay Lethal, and Triple Threat in a ladder match. We've got, of course, the singles match for the IWGP Heavyweight title. Jay White, who, you know, he's come on leaps and bounds, Matt. I mean, we watched him back at Wrestle Kingdom. We were saying, like, you know, this guy looks like he's going to be pushed. Definitely has been. Now he's up against Okada. That's going to be a great match as well. Bully Ray, he's still around, Matt. He's going to have we don't know who he's facing, actually. It's to be announced on the night. Will Ospreay, he's also there. He's against Jeff Cobb. That should be a great match. So, you know, and more on top of that as well, guys. Like, it looks like a fantastic card. And a great co-promotion here. Matt, will you be tuning into this? Is this something you'll be watching at some point?
Well, I think it would go against my wrestling beliefs, wouldn't it? You got to watch the decent stuff when it comes around, and the history-making moments, and be part of it. So, well worth a watch. But we all know, there's only so much time that anyone has, and WrestleMania itself is a huge investment. So.
Yeah, yeah. This one has 11 matches on it, so I think that's the sort of standard. I am interested, Matt. I will say one thing. I'm very interested to see how they lay this out, because I've never seen Ring of Honor at a kind of a massive venue like this. I've never seen it, and I know that New Japan are co-promoting, so I'm guessing it'll be kind of a New Japan look. I'm guessing. But I'm kind of interested to see how they use Madison Square Garden, and you know, all those kind of things, and maybe we'll see a few kind of surprises there. I'm not sure, but you know, I know a lot of people were saying, you know, well, they've lost Cody and the Young Bucks, you know, how are they going to do? And it is a slightly, like, I am kind of a little bit disappointed that Kenny Omega might have been there if he'd have signed and stuff like that, but at the same time, Matt, it's still a very good card. I mean, you can't say it's not. It's still very decent, and I've got to say, I mean, if this was against NXT, I'm not talking about attending it, but if I was going to choose which one, this one would probably just edge it, just because of the New Japan connection and the fact that I'm kind of a little bit invested in some of those guys now since Wrestle Kingdom, that I'd be interested to see somebody like Will Ospreay as well, and Zack Sabre Jr. I'm really big fans of. Even Marty Skirtle, like from us. I know it sounds a bit biased, but and I was quite impressed with Jay White as well. So I think from that aspect, for me, this would have got my attention. If I had to pick between the two, I would have watched both at some point, no doubt about it. But if I had to pick on the night, it would have probably been this one that I'd want to watch first. What about for you, Matt? Is there anything there for you who you'd have picked?
It is, it's a difficult call. But like you say, are you talking about between NXT and Ring of Honor, or are you talking about what wrestlers are interesting?
Just the show. I mean, of this night, the G1 Supercard, or would have been the NXT Takeover. I'm not talking about where we would have gone, but like if you had the choice of watching it on TV live, what one would you have picked?
This is a difficult thing. It reminds me of being like 20 years ago when you had that opportunity, when you had that chance to flick channels, didn't you? You switch over and you'd be like, "Oh, this match is on. It's not something I'm so into."
So you might have gone between two.
Yeah, it sounds like the perfect opportunity to do that because, but then it's difficult to say because nearly every match on the NXT card seems to have me invested.
Yeah, I'll tell you what you need to do. You need to just get two TVs set up. It's the best way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just play audio out of one. Yeah. Okay, there you go. I'm sure if that would have been the case, somebody would have set that up. I'm guaranteeing it. Okay, I had a big request as well about all the crazy events that are going to be going on WrestleMania week. I mean, it is amazing the amount of indie promotions that go in, but why shouldn't they? I mean, WrestleMania's in town. There's going to be 70, 80,000 wrestling fans in that week or that weekend. You need to get in that market when that's happening. It's a good opportunity. So I'm just going to run down now from Thursday, April 4th, just some of the things that are going on, and I'm sure hopefully it'll give you a quick guide to what's going on out there. Now, some of this stuff as well you can get on streaming services as well, so it's worth looking out for those kind of stuff. I just want to also mention about the G1 Supercard. I had a lot of emails about where can I watch it, how can I watch Ring of Honor and the Supercard. There's a couple of ways to do it. You can go to Ring of Honor's website and sign up that way. You can also use the Fight TV app as well. If you want to watch it live, those are the two places I would go. You can go to New Japan, but it is extremely difficult because it's all in Japanese and they don't make an exception of English language on there for some reason. It's a myth to me because they would have so many more people, I'm sure. But if I were you guys, I would use the Fight TV app. If you want to watch it live, then that's probably your best bet. It's a very easy streaming. It's on most devices as well. So I know people are asking. So the indie show's going on at WrestleMania weekend. So let's start from Thursday here, April 4th next week. So we're going to have Evolve, and that's coming from Queens in New York. That's going to be on at noon. Then you've got Powerbomb TV Family Reunion. That's going on from noon as well. That's in New Jersey. Then you've got GCW, Josh Barnett's Bloodsport, White Eagle Hall Room from New Jersey as well. Then we've got WXW from 4 p.m. in Queens, New York, followed by WrestleCon Super Show from 7 p.m. in the Midtown Hilton in New York. Then we've got the MLW TV tapings from 7 p.m. That's from Queens, New York. Following that, Impact Wrestling Culture Clash from 8 p.m. From the NYC Arena, Queens. Then you've got DDT at 8 p.m. as well. That's from also La Boom, I think that's called, Queens, New York. Then you've got Absolute Intense Wrestling. This is on at 11:59 p.m. From White Eagle Hall. And that's Thursday's lot sorted out for you. I mean, that is busy. Imagine sort of running around to that lot, Matt. It's crazy, wouldn't it? Yeah, you'd need an app. Friday, April 5th, WrestleCon, USA versus the World, 11 a.m. in the morning, from the Midtown Hilton, New York. Then you've got IPW UK. They're even out there at the minute, Matt. I mean, they're trying to get in on this. Good luck to them, yeah. From noon, they're going to be from the NYC Arena. Then you've got the WWN Super Show, Mercury Rising. That's from Queens, New York. That's from 3 p.m. You've got Revolution Pro Wrestling. They're there as well. 3 p.m. from the Hilton in New York. Then you've got Black Label Pro Wrestling at 4 p.m. from the White Eagle Hall from New Jersey. Then you got NXT Brooklyn. That's the WWE's one, folks. That's from 6:15 p.m. from Barclays Center. MLW Battle Riot 2 from 7 p.m. from Queens, New York. And following that, the last but not least, you got Blackcraft Wrestling. Never heard of that, I've got to say. This comes from midnight at the White Eagle Hall. So that'll keep you busy. And then on the final day, which is on the Sunday, of course, this is the Saturday, Saturday Wrestling Revolver, it's called. Pancakes and Power Drivers, 11 a.m. Get down to the Midtown Hilton. Sounds good to me. New York. Then you've got Nova Pro Wrestling from noon in the White Eagle Hall. WWN Wrap-Up Party from 2 p.m. from the Bell House in Brooklyn. House of Glory from 2 p.m. in NY Arena. IWS from 4 p.m. That's also from New Jersey. Then you got the WWE Hall of Fame from 7 p.m. from the Barclays Center. Followed by, of course, at the same time, New Japan Ring of Honor G1 Supercard from 7:30 p.m. Madison Square Garden. And that, ladies and gentlemen, finishes the ones I've got anyway of all the indie promotions coming in for the WrestleMania weekend, and I'm sure they'll make a decent amount of money there, Matt, with all those fans around. But that is a busy time, isn't it? I mean, if you're a wrestling fan, look, you haven't got to go to look any far, have you, to get in something? I mean, I think you'd be wrestling out by the time you'd watch that lot and then go to WrestleMania. Freaking hell! Surprisingly, Matt, considering how long WrestleMania is, there's nothing on Sunday. Thank goodness. Just imagine.
That would be an incredible story to tell, wouldn't it? You went on holiday, you went to WrestleMania, you was like, I got my schedule planned. It's pancakes and power drivers, and then it's WrestleMania.
Yeah, that would have done it for me. I tell you need a big sleep after this. WrestleMania, by the way, takes place from 5:30 p.m. And man, you're going to be there for a while. I'm guessing that's from the pre-show part, but good luck to everybody that's doing that. I did have somebody called Sean email me in, and he sent me his schedule. Sean, send some photos over. I'll be interested to see how many of them you get to. He's going to try and do a record. Apparently, he wants to go to as many things as he can. Including Access as well. I mean, he must be freaking mad. But he's honestly, by the time he comes back, he's even going to the midnight ones. He is going to be sick to death of wrestling, I guarantee you. Okay, talking of the Hall of Fame, Matt, we're going to spend a little bit of time here just talking about this. We probably may get still someone else announced next week, but we'll talk about that towards the end. But lots of ups and downs. We won't spend too much time on this because we have spoke about some of these in quite depth over the last few weeks on the podcast. But Matt, the WWE Hall of Fame, it looks like they're shortening it up this year because they haven't really announced that they're having people induct them, have they? I mean, I'm guessing that's not happening now.
No, I mean, well, it just makes sense, doesn't it? It can go on a bit, maybe reducing the time a little bit. I mean, when you've got like a massive group like DX, they pretty much talk for themselves, and they might as well all induct themselves at this point. But yeah, it's for me actually looking at this kind of class that's going in this year. It's probably the best class for me. I enjoy these kind of characters, and there's only one person out of them that I'm a bit like,
yeah.
Less said about that, the better. I won't mention them. But the rest of them, I'm all like, yes, these are deserving people, and I can't wait for it. And especially great that we get to see finally China going in.
Yeah.
Not under the circumstances probably that we all hoped for, but at least getting in there and mentioned and spoke about, and hopefully she gets a little bit of time to be talked about in her achievements.
Yeah.